We continue to strive to bring you high-quality, thought-provoking productions. We truly hope to see you throughout our 2026 season. Thank you for your generous support and enjoy Journey West.
Damn, they ain't never tell me these southern parts had you drowning in the heat. I can feel my heart working harder. You feel that?
They told us it'd be like this all the way back in Florida, don't you remember? Pete said from Alabama to mid-Texas it's to be hotter than we'll ever expect. Some parts, he says, are going to be even worse than Nevada just due to the water in the air. He even said Louisiana might be the worst.
The humidity.
Right, but yes, like you said, I do feel it. Even in the shade, it's like a blanket, a big smothering blanket. You can't get it off no matter how hard you try and turn.
Well, at least you're in the shade. I'm frying out here. Shit. I can smell my flesh cooking already. You'd be in for a tasty meal if I keel over. I ain't hungry.
What makes you think you'd make a good meal?
Oh, a slew of reasons. I figured I'm just a good man. And good men taste good, I bet. Like my daddy, I bet he tastes rotten. All full of turned flesh and bugs. Don't eat the bad man, then you can turn bad too. That's why I don't taste bad. I'm good.
Whatever you say, Randall.
Hey, open up your posture. You're trapping all the heat in that pocket between your knees and your chest. It's too hot. You gotta sit wide open. We've been in the wet heat for too long. I need some dry heat and some cold water. Then, maybe, I could die happy out here.
Cold water is all you need to die happy?
Cold water and good food. I've been eating that dry, salty, gross garbage for too long. I need something more fulfilling before I die. Then, maybe I could die with a little bit of peace in my heart.
Well, that's a bit preemptive.
And you want to die when?
When my work in the world is done.
Well, you are far more ambitious than me. I admire that.
No, we're equally ambitious. We're out here doing this together with an equal level of ambition. I think I just have a bit farther foresight than you. But I know we're out here for a job we can finish. I know you know that too. I think a bit of you just wants to see how far we can go. But I think you and I are making it far out here.
Thank you. Well, with that being said, we're not going to make it too far out here if these trains keep arriving days late. And you're right, I don't quite have the patience you do. I feel like, again, keeling over right here and let the conductor find me with a note upon my corpse that reads, "Die waiting."
You're not going to die of boredom. I won't allow it.
How does one actually die of boredom? Does that ever happen?
Well, I figure to die of boredom is to die by your own hand.
That's bleak, Cecilia. Real bleak. Has that ever actually happened?
Oh, who am I to speculate? I'm sure it's happened and will happen again, but those matters don't concern us, so they shouldn't make you sad. I'm not going to let you kill yourself out of boredom, if that's what you're afraid of.
Well, what if you do it?
I'm not bored.
What? We've been waiting out here for 30 hours. Not a soul in sight. Not a train in sight. Hell, not even any big animals.
Well, I've been out here waiting and sleeping and talking to you. We were going to be doing the same thing if we were moving. Why proclaim boredom? That's it. You're not bored, you're frustrated. We're doing the same things we usually do, just stationary.
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
Well, I just never thought about it like that before. See, that's why I think you're more ambitious than me. Got a better read on the situation. Hell, I don't even know what's going on with myself, apparently. Just along for the ride.
Randall, you know what you're doing plenty. And what makes you think I know exactly what I want?
Well, I didn't mean it like I think you never give yourself any options. I just think you're very aware of your options, and you're able to choose accordingly. I don't have that, or at least very likely. I'm impatient, like you said. I don't give myself the chance to see every opportunity through.
Well, recognizing it is a step in the right direction, I guess.
Lord, finally! It feels like a bag of sand was just lifted off my chest. You think they got food on this train?
I guess we'll see.
You searching for treasure out here?
What?
Well, there ain't any.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not too sure what you're asking me.
Well, I'm curious what you're doing out here.
Oh, well, the Nevada Commission just greenlit the laying of a new path to be pushed in.
Is that so?
Yes, sir. They got me out here laying the entire 17-mile baseline between Golden Valley and Grand Pasture. And I've been out here for 2 days. And I got 2 days more.
Why they want Grand Pasture and Golden Valley connected?
Oh, I think it's so folks don't get lost between the two.
What happened to the tried and tested practice of just pointing to Grand Pasture or Golden Valley? Nobody can't find their way out here no more?
2 boys out in the arena ran from home and got lost in the desert. Saw the buzzards nibbling on them, sir. I think it's a preventative for those who don't have someone to point them the right way.
Well, why the boys go out in the desert anyway?
That's just not the matter in hand, sir. Nevada Commission thought the boys would have lived if there was some way to tell where you were. Hence, the trails. You don't like them?
Well, I suppose in principle it's fine. You're just laying a bit close to a special spot of mine.
Where's that?
That rock there.
That's your special spot?
Is that for me?
Oh, sir. Just curious what I'm looking at.
Yes, that rock there. That's my rock. I hang around alone. Well, this is going to have a lot of people coming real close to my rock, and I'm not sure I like that. You understand?
Do you own that rock?
No, it's state land, but I stake my claim. I've been here 15 years. And will I like being here alone? Alone!
Well, I understand, sir.
Well, is there anything you can do?
Yes. Suppose there is. They gave me a general range in which I can lay the baseline, so I think I could push it about 300 feet that way. How's that sound?
As far as you can push it?
Afraid so, sir. If I get too far, of course, they're going to kick me off the committee. Well, let's just say I can't afford to be kicked off the committee. We get clear here.
Yeah, suppose we are.
Beautiful. Well, I'm going to push the baseline back a bit. I'll be out of here sight soon.
Excuse me, miss. How much would another bowl be?
Well, I figure you're about to dump the pot, so probably half price, 8 cents.
Lord, 8 cents. Yes, wonderful, that please.
Right, I'll be right back.
How much farther out are we?
Well, I figure we crossed the Louisiana border, so we should be at the next station we need to get off at in 2 hours. Where are we going from there?
Percy told us head to Morrisville once we get off, and then get back on the new railway once we get to the city.
So we're gonna stay in the city at all?
You want to?
Well, how long do we have until we have to get on the next train?
Probably have about an hour or two, depending on the speed of the carriage there. Why? Do you want to stop and find something to do there?
Well, I won't be upset if we don't. I just figure I haven't been to Texas in over 5 years. Might be nice to see a little, even just a small piece of it. Because this train is taking us right through Texas, right?
It's a long one, taking us all the way to the West Texas border, is what Percy said. We'll wait for the second train. Can do a bit of city viewing.
No, we don't have to if you don't think we should.
You don't ask for much. You complain, sure, but we need to give in to wants every once in a while, or we become too aligned on a straight path. This is what we talked about earlier. See the option through. There's really no rush. Randall, we bought the land, it's ours. Darren's office isn't going to vanish before we get there, and our land sure as hell won't vanish.
Don't you think we should be worried?
Worried about what?
Well, say we get there and Darren's tricked us. We've been communicating with him only through letters. He can sit and think about what he writes. I mean, he could be a lying con, playing long game on us. He could have sold us a cave or a hole or some other unusable land. Then what? Then we're surely done for. I mean, useless land to even more useless land than nothing. I can't handle another loss like that. I don't think I could live with it.
Darren has been in contact with my family directly for over a decade. Why would he decide to finally pull the rug on a small land deal like this? I mean, he's done massive land sales in Florida and Louisiana. Why would he start to lie on a few acres in Nevada? It's desert. Cheap desert. Don't forget that. Randall, I understand the stress. It's been a lot of loss for us, but you have to keep a good headspace. You have to keep your head above the waves or you'll drown in it. You have to see in this that the fact that we are going to Nevada is a far closer step to the comfort we want than if we had stayed in Florida. You worrying about everything is making me think of my dad.
Your daddy was a sailor. His ass don't know anything about worrying about dirt and such.
He had a rigid schedule. He worked to keep our family farm afloat, the one my mom and sisters are on right now. All paid for by my daddy sailing back and forth between wherever the hell he went off to. He'd be back once every couple months for a day or two, and then off he'd go, trotting back up to the work stop and get carted back off to the port. How he cried to my mom at night. He'd cry to her chest about leaving again, crying about my sisters and I. Same thing each time. He would go cry to my mom, then perk right up, and back to the work stop he'd go. And I know he didn't mind the work. The souvenirs he'd bring back for us always had stories and tales. I always wanted to go with him and see what he saw.
You never kept a journal or anything like that?
We have some letters, not many. So closely connected to the man, you can practically slip beneath the waves when reading them.
Well, what do you write about in these letters?
The sea. He sailed around the Gulf mostly, so a lot of writing about the heat and the people he sailed with. Though I might have told you this story before.
True.
My dad sailed down to Mexico for a silver export once. He says he was on the water for maybe 3 weeks, and he had one of the worst bouts of flu he ever went through. He says he thought he was going to die, and the sway into the sea was only making the effects of the flu more intense. He needed at least 2 days on land to rest. But the captain was working into the bone, and he was down practically to his last days of life. And then the captain strikes the port and nearly sinks the vessel. Well, it takes him 3 days to repair the ship. Not much for the crew to do while the ship is being repaired, so my dad pays a few cents to stay with this Mexican family for the few days he's stuck there. And he says the mother of the family he was staying with realized he was real sick. And she brings him a bowl of soup she made herself. It's a family recipe, she said. He says he took one sip and it was like being struck by lightning. Oh, flu gets better like magic. He wasn't all better, but he was better. Had he not been stranded for a few days and they'd have returned to sea, he'd have died on the water. And, well, that's where we are, Randall. We're drinking lightning soup.
We're not homebound.
Not yet.
They was telling me that out of bond I'll be in my mailbox sooner or later. Hell, I've been waiting at least 3 months now. I ain't too be stressed. I know they can find money here. But hell, that out of bond is worth a good penny for me.
Hell, no, I don't blame you. That's a lot of money for a man that floating in escrow. There's nothing wrong with waiting on the bond. I had it myself set up. Mine only took a month to come in the mail. 3 months is outrageous. You ought to go to somebody about that.
You suppose I go to?
The bond office, the government, anyone who can help. Yeah. Well, they ain't gonna let a hard-working soul let them back behind me. It's not typical this happens. The agency's here for your help. It's a one-off.
Right.
Well, you know all the government agencies around here are run by people we know anyway. Hell, Mary ain't to run you ragged just because she's on the government's time. Yeah, it's a small town, sir. There's hardly anyone that I don't know.
Nah, the population's grown.
Sorry to interrupt. Was listening to that last sentence. How many people live here these days?
More's better. What do you think?
At about 200 or so. It's up a bit from last year.
Come on, that's a small town.
Now you realize. All the way to the saloon through the dust, and you ain't know the lack of people.
Well, I didn't.
I'm messing with you, sir. Yes, we're a small town in these parts. Although they say that the new train station they's building, we should be expecting some new residents from around there. Yeah. Well, what are you two doing here? Just passing through?
Surely you are a good guess. We're catching the train to the western border.
Where are you two from?
We're from Florida. Eastern Florida, by the water.
Shit. That's where that flood was. Yeah, I got some friends a couple of towns over that was out that way a few months ago. They said it was quite a pretty place. You know, you two born there.
Yep, we was born and raised.
And what brings you out this way?
We're headed to Nevada.
Lord, the flood. Well, what did you two do out in Florida?
We're ranchers. We had a few acres out in the country.
What was that like?
Well, do you know much about ranching?
Not familiar.
If you can imagine it, you're probably pretty close. But when I moved off my family farm about 10 years back, saved up some money for land and animals, Randall hopped on board the project too. The weather was nice out there, allowed for some hot and some cold. I figured there ain't much of that around here.
Trust me, that's as cold.
Well, that's something to look forward to. And as we went, we got more land, more animals, more shit. Rancher life was good. Days in the sun.
The flood?
Destroyed everything.
Everything? That can't be true. I heard it was only real bad in certain small spots.
Like Plainsville.
Yeah.
Well, that's where we're from. A little 10 square mile area got hit the worst, and it was right in the middle of it. Bartender, where's your gentleman's room? I'll be back in a minute. You find Cecilia?
Yeah, all good here.
I apologize, miss. I got ahead of myself. I probably should have kept my questions to myself.
You're fine, sir. We've had time to deal with it. Sometimes it just hits him harder than usual. That ranch was everything to him.
And you and your husband own it together?
My husband?
Yeah, Brandon.
Randall ain't my husband.
No, you two gotta be mad. You should pull on my leg.
No, I've known Randall for about 20 years now. Yeah, he's my mom's best friend's nephew, and he was always with her. We kind of just crossed paths.
You've been alongside Randall for 20 years, and there's never been any sort of a romance between the two of you.
Look, Randall don't need a wife, and I don't need a husband. And I will not be his wife, and he will not be my husband.
So you ain't looking to get married.
You're not listening to me, sir. I do not need a husband. I'm moving and working and growing, and what benefit would a husband add to that? Someone to get me stuck down? I got a best friend that I'm working with, and that's all I seem to need. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes. But what about Randall? You only want a wife?
What is your obsession with the romance of others?
I'm just curious, miss.
I'll tell you a secret. To my knowledge, Randall has never even kissed a woman. Just don't seem interested, that's all. Well, we don't talk about it. I bring it up on a rare occasion, and he always seems not to care. He doesn't even acknowledge romance's existence. Because he ain't interested. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with me not wanting a husband. Some people just aren't cut out for that type of relationship. You married?
No.
Figured. You're very forward. I never got your name.
I go by Manchester.
Manchester. What do you do for work?
Odd jobs. Building things, really. Whatever needs to be done, I can at least try and do it. Where the work is where I go, at least in town.
Oh. Well, why don't you write me down your address, and if I ever need anything, I'll write you a letter.
All right, sure, yeah. You got a paper and pencil?
Oh, Randall. Manchester here is a handyman. Builds things, he says. He's writing his address. If we need anything, we can send him a letter, and he might come out and help us.
Fine by me. Nice to meet you, Manchester. Excuse me. You try and do that with me in any other mood, and this might have gotten ugly.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. It got cold and I figured it'd be best not to bother you out here.
Oh, it's fine. I'm practicing patience.
I got a bit turned around last night. I was trying to get some work done at night, but it got dark quicker than I thought, and I got turned around and I saw your flame. Drew me in like a lure.
Temptation's the desert. Glad you saw it. Would you made it back to town in time?
Oh, no, sir. Probably would have been the end of my days.
I'm joking, sir. I would have made it back just fine, but it was at least another mile into town, and I figured it'd be best to get some rest where I could find it. Again, sir, I'm sorry for bothering you.
You're fine, kid. How much more of the path do you have to lay today?
Well, I figure I got about 3 miles left, and I gotta walk about 5 miles back to where I started, so that's about a day's worth of work left.
And what after that?
How do you mean?
I mean, you go back to the Nevada Commission and tell them you're done?
Right. Well, I really do finish today. It puts me about 2 days ahead of schedule. Take some time in Golden Valley and relax before catching my carriage back to Reno. I have to say, being out here these past few days, I quite like it a bit.
Your family in Reno?
Yeah. My mama and my daddy stay with my sister in Reno. They don't like me taking these long work trips. My parents, Daddy especially, they's protective people. They treat my sister and I like we're prized jewels, family heirlooms. I tell you, this one time, my sister brought this fella Ted Strand home to my parents once. Man, they ripped that boy to shreds. My sister wasn't allowed to see him. At least, that's what my parents said. She still saw him outside the house. And well, her and him stopped seeing each other, but it always sticks out to me. What about you? You got family out here?
Yeah, I got a daughter.
Where's she?
With her mother in Hartford,
Hartford. Where's that?
Louisiana.
See. What are you doing all the way out here in Nevada?
Are you going to continue to grill me? Shall I spill my blood and guts in front of you? Why does it matter to you why I'm here and my daughter isn't?
Forgive me. I didn't mean to stick my hands where they don't belong.
You're fine. Sorry for snipping at you. It's just curious.
No, it's... I tend to get a bit too comfortable anyways.
I've lived alone 5 years now. My daughter's 14. I see her about once or twice a year. Depends on her mother don't like me too much these days.
What do you do out here for work?
I don't do much. Mostly odd jobs, selling things I find. I got some money put away in the bank. I've been riding like a dehydrated horse, but well, water is running thin.
What'd you do to get the money?
I was a gunslinger. Proper newspaper standout outlaw. Ran my own little crime cycle about 20 years. I know you was young and all, but you might have heard of me, especially if you's from around here.
Your name?
Clark Mast. It's whatever. I promise you heard something about me, especially if you's from Reno. It's an inevitability. But I quit living like once Elizabeth, up and left to Louisiana. Shocked it right out of my system. Been trying to be good ever since. Be patient and peaceful. And say hello to folk that I talk to and be understanding. And oh, it's hard. It's real hard. I slip and I never quite get a good hold of it. But I get up.
I understand. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, best get to town, get you something to eat.
And I'm sure we'll meet some helpful people out there too. It doesn't just have to be us fending for ourselves out there. There will be people out there eager to help us. I mean, take a look at Manchester. He was about ready to drop it all and come out there with us. We're not the only wandering souls out here. Makes me optimistic. It makes me hopeful that this is something bigger. I'm very patient and I do my best to not get ahead of or behind myself, but it feels like we're doing something grand out here.
Well, good things are coming for us. We're going home to Florida someday. I know it. I see it.
You guys, let me come with you. I need something. I was sleeping on it last night. And well, this is my chance to finally get out there and do something.
Slow down. What are you saying?
I'm saying that you two are going out there to make a name for yourself. And I see it. I want to help. I want to do something good with my time and finally get my life started.
Manchester, you're sweet. But you have to give it time. We don't know what we need time to figure out what it is we're looking to do. But what I can tell you is if you really want to come out there and meet us, you need to give us 2 months. 2 months to get the roots settled and find out what it is we're doing. And then if you're up for it still, you can take the train out there and meet us.
I want to. I will.
Manchester, slow down. Sleep on it. Think about it. And wait a while.
Okay, all right. Well, where?
Golden Mountain, Nevada. come meet us there, Manchester. We'll do good work, I promise you. But you have to wait.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll see you two in Nevada in 2 months.
See you then.
See ya.
The window, my little darling. I'd like to try to read your heart. I used to think I was some kind of gypsy boy.
Darren.
Morning, Sheriff. He's up early this morning.
Oh, I'm up early all the time. At least for small these days and need men up early as always. I better be asking you what you're doing up so early. I take you as a late sleeper, Mr. LeMay.
I'll try and swallow the insult, Sheriff. Tough love. Got some clients coming in.
Where from?
Florida.
Floridians. In Nevada? The hell are they coming out here for?
Used to do business with their family members. Their land was wrecked by the Florida floods. Pair ranchers.
Hell, I don't think we've had someone move in from that far away, as long as I can remember. It's a family town.
It's not permanent.
It's buying that short term?
It's a possibility, Sheriff. They lost all their revenue and they're hoping to turn a profit on a patch of land I'm selling.
You's a sharp businessman, Mr. LeMay. What type of land you sold these folk?
You can take me for as low as folk as you want, but you best not take me for a man that ain't human. Wouldn't scalp 2 souls for their last pennies.
What are these Floridians hoping to find out in the desert?
Oil, metal, trust them to find a way to make a profit.
And you seek no benefit, aside from selling the land?
No, sir. Money and land is enough. Again, Sheriff, you take me as the nasty sort. This deal extends into family. Tell me, Sheriff, why ain't you trusting me? You're an emotional man. It must be something other than your assumptions of me.
You use your big words and your tone to sound right, Mr. LeMay. I haven't forgotten what you land agent types did. Listen to my words. It's a family town. Always has been, always will be. And I love a good, true, and honest folk. But I also like tradition and certainty, stability. I like to be setting my feet down with confidence. And these people your folk bring in, Mr. LeMay, whoop, they make my steps waver.
It ain't just me bringing these folks in, Sheriff. Sometimes they're coming in on their own. People are moving west. There's not much we can do about it. We's at a crossing point. There's a train station here. Sometimes people just stick around. We're gonna have to tolerate it. People are moving to go in that.
I don't have to tolerate it. I don't have to tolerate anything if I don't want to.
Intolerance to the inevitable is admittance of weakness.
Is you calling me weak, Mr. LeMay?
No, I'm saying you're closed-minded. These are honest folk. Why don't you stick around and meet them? They'll be here any moment.
I'm to meet these Floridians on my own time, by my own means. Don't need no businessman manipulating the situation. You have a good rest of your morning, Mr. LeMay.
Up the dog, walk to the road, gone with the wind flying out the coat. Laced up boots, watering soul, but gone with the wind flying out the coat.
You're saying the train was 2 days late.
Yes, sir.
That's un-American. I'm surprised that you two made it at the rate at which you did. Sometimes I have folks come up from up north and it takes them over a month and a half to get here. How long has it been since I sent out that confirmation form?
Ooh, it's been about 3.5 weeks, I suppose.
Do you have that form on you? Thanks. Now, I do have to ask you two. You knows what you're doing out here?
Well, we've been thinking about it a lot, and we're not quite sure yet, but we mentioned trying to prospect the place. Do you know if that's been done before?
Not that I know of. No, not in the 10 years I've owned the plot. Nothing but group survey. Speaking of which, I'd Do regret to inform you both that the Nevada Commission is running a trail through the northwestern part of DuPont.
Hey now, we
Be
need
patient now, Randall. This was state mandated. Nothing I can do about it. Just got a notice in the mail after the two of you started traveling waste out to here. Now, just because you own the land, don't mean you can go about messing with it. Just how it is. Cecilia, I've been doing business with your family for what, 20 years now?
Something like that.
Used to love your mother. Still do to a degree. I'm here to help you. I know how much that brings meant to you.
It was everything to us.
Which is why I'm ready to cut your hair deep. Now, the PLSS sent me a letter saying the entire version of flood damage would be done in about a 3-year period. Damage was ravaging. How much did I buy that thing for again?
Clean cut, $1,500.
Right. At the end of the estimate, I will sell you both back the land for the same cost of $1,500 plus a $200 commission fee. Report the notice straight to you. Won't even report it to anyone else but you.
Oh, Darren, thank you.
On one condition. The next time you return home, whether that be now, a week, a year, 3 years, you give your mother a letter from me.
What's the letter say?
Nothing, cause concern, just some sentiments. I won't say it initially. I miss your mother some days, Cecilia. I miss Florida and beautiful western coast. I miss watching the ships pull out the port, the ships your daddy used to sail off on. I remember shaking his hand and ringing the parting bells and watching him wave to your mother as he vanished over the sea.
I remember those days too. I wish he could have seen the ranch.
Me too. Good man, your father. Real true soul. Saved my ass more times than I can count.
Do you mind if we move on?
Right, forgive me. Randall, heard a lot about you growing up. Ferocious little fan. Fighter.
I did that?
No, you didn't. No, that was a coyote. But I got you good. Now that you did bite, but not the random guest. Lord, last time I saw you two, you must have been about 13. Say, is that general store still open by your mother's house? The one with the big old pieces of salt?
Yeah, it's still there. The old owner passed though. His son runs it now, but he's still selling the salt.
Glad to hear that traditions don't change.
They do sometimes.
Always turning.
So when can we see the plot?
When you exit the saloon, look for the city bank. At the angle you're looking at it from the moment you exit the door, it's about a mile and a half right, straight beyond that.
What's this?
Proof you on the plot. It's yours now. Well, I suppose I'll see you two out there. Enjoy the drinks. Your cat is paid. See you two when you make it out to the plot.
Thanks, Darren.
My God.
It's the optimism.
It's relief. It's that tense, brooding feeling that swells behind your eyes and in your skull. It hurts. It's that feeling being eradicated and coming back again.
Cecilia, what's wrong?
I am not my mother.
Of course you're not your mother. I'm sure that's not what Darren meant by it. You have hints of your mother in your features, sure, but we both know you're not your mother.
Look, Randall, you and I are coming out here to carve our own way back. Down to the bone, I'm willing to work for us to make it ourselves.
Right.
Yeah, I'm 2,000 miles from home and still have people reminding me of my mother and father. It's like a leash.
It's not about the people that think you're your mother.
Then what is it?
My hell, Cecilia. You've been lecturing me on it the entire trip here. It's about a balance of ambition and optimism, and hope, and fear and doubt. It's about you.
I don't like that Darren loves my mother.
Why?
Because it's the only reason he's helping us like this. Because he loves my mother. Because I look like my mother. Because I'm a woman.
Hell, I don't think...
Randall, if you were my mother's son, and you looked like my daddy, and you came out here, he'd have written you off and run you ragged.
Well then, Cecilia, you must, in face of it, carve your own way on the ground that we have now. You don't want him to feel as if you owe him, then you must do with what you have, right now. Like you said.
Ambition, optimism,
We're in Nevada.
or you.
That's just incredible.
Yes, sir. Made off with $600 from the poor bastard. Oh, his fancy French friends were laughing their asses off. No chips in front of him. Takes his hat off, tosses it at me as he walks off out the saloon.
Oh, what'd you do with the money?
Hell, I kept it. Put it away in the bank.
Incredible. Who's that?
Evening, folks. What are you two doing here?
Darren?
My God, Clark. Sorry for drawing my gun.
It's fine. Can I help you, Mr. Lemaine?
Suppose I should be asking you that, Mr. Mast. This ain't your land.
Hell, if it isn't. I've been here 15 years.
And I've let it slide all these years, but got 2 Floridians coming in. They purchased the plot. Darren Lemaine, who are you?
I'm a land surveyor prospector for the Nevada Commission.
Alright, they told me you'd be in the area. How's the project going?
Just finished, actually. Laid the entire 17-mile baseline. They shot me back after soon to finish laying with some stakes. Oh, Clark, here, help me finish sooner than I would have. I'm 2 days ahead of schedule, so I'm just taking in the city.
Oh, yeah? How you liking it?
Oh, hell, I love it. I never even really left Reno before this, so it's really great.
Oh, you from Reno, I figured.
You sold the land to a pair of Floridians?
Not just any Floridians. Family friends. Son and daughter of 2 separate family friends.
Great, you sold a married couple, my rock.
Ain't married. They're here to prospect it.
Hell, if they're not married, they're coming here to prospect it, they're gonna destroy the fucking thing.
Clark, I need you to calm down. They could be here any minute. Don't need you freaking them out.
Hell, if I care about you colonizing Floridians. This is my rock, formally or not. I've been here 15 years. Hell, Darren, why would you go and do something like that? You don't have the goddamn desert, and this is what you chose?
You're exaggerating. I own 4 plots. This is the cheapest.
Oh, the cheapest. So these are 2 poor Floridians. They're not going to budge at all.
Oh, we're in Florida.
East Florida, Plainsville.
Plainsville, like where the flood was?
Clark, I need you to calm down. These are 2 honest, hardworking people. Been friends with the girl's mother for years.
And I'm supposed to suddenly understand or get it? I mean, really?
Clark, you're acting like I'm gutting you.
You are gutting me. This is all I have left in my life.
This rock you don't own? Clark, it's done. Let go of me, you fellow bastard!
What the hell is going on here? Oh, you two, knock it off!
Knock it off! You're lucky I don't report you to the commission for befriending this fool!
What happened?
He attacked me!
Suppose you 2 are the noted Floridians that bought my rock. I'm lunge at you as well.
The hell do you mean, bought your rock? Who are you?
Clark Mast, former criminal, now fake reformed naturalist, or whatever the hell he wants to call his homelessness. He's a problem.
Mr. Mast, why on earth did you do that?
He sold my rock.
This rock? Mr. Mast, this is on a plot of land I purchased with my friend Randall here. I got the papers for it all. It's official.
Who are they?
They're the Nevada Commission worker I was mentioning.
I was laying a path. Look, I'm sorry for getting involved in all this, really. Look, Miss Cecilia Don, Miss Don, I think there's been a misunderstanding here. Clark's going through a hard time, and I hate Darren here and him got started on the wrong foot.
Like hell!
Mr. Lemaine, let's breathe!
He's lucky I don't get the sheriff!
What sheriff Gordon would even waste a breath helping
No
you?
need for the sheriff. We'll get this sorted ourselves right here, right now. Now, Mr. Mast, tell me very plainly what this is all about.
Look, Miss Dunn, I had a rough past few years. This rock is the only stability I've been able to carve out and manufacture for myself. Darren tells me you're coming here to try and prospect and drill the place. This is my home. As embarrassing as that is to admit, I live and breathe under this rock. I love it and it protects me. Even beyond my sentiments about the thing. It's my home. I'm destitute. Destitute? I don't work, sir. Can't get a job, can't get myself up off the ground sometimes to do it.
Allow me to speak very plainly. Randall here and I have lost everything. The ground you stand on now is our final option, our final frontier.
guarding us from complete destitution. We have that in common, Clark. But I think in a way I admire that. We have something we share. And I don't want to strip that from you. I couldn't do it on a pure soul. And I'm not pure, let it be said. But I like to think I have a heart connected to my mind. Now, Mr. Mast, I can't just simply let you have the land. That's not an option for me. But
what?
how would you like to work with us?
What?
Cecilia, you can't be serious.
Clark, I want to give you the chance to make some money, honest money. And we're going to need the help.
Hell, sure.
I remember coming home and seeing a pair of boots that looked like my daddy's on the front porch. I was coming home from school. And I ran all the way to the door of the house and was shouting for my daddy. And I opened the door and I peered around the corner to the dining room. And Mr. Resch was standing there with his hat in his hands, talking to my mother. And I remember the tears in her eyes. And I remember the smell of honey that she had begun to spread on her toast as it wafted through the air, really setting into it. And even though we weren't talking and it was silent, I could see it in my mother's eyes that she was yelling. A deep, primal, evil yell like nothing I'd ever heard before. Blood-curdling agony. And then Mr. Resch showed me the letter. My dearest family, my beautiful daughters, the waves are rough today, and the scent of the salt in the air is filling my nose. I find myself thinking about you. I find myself wondering what my girls are up to. I wonder how much you miss me. I wonder what you know about me. I wonder what your mother has told you about your daddy. I've been having trouble sleeping these past few nights. Something terrible stirring in my stomach. Something that hurts real bad but doesn't truly exist. I remember Cecilia being born. I remember the falling tears of your mother and I on your small face. And I remember the tiny grip of your fingers on my thumb and my natural reaction to pull away. And then my immediate conquering of that instinct and leaving it there. I've always been a scared father. Even now, at the end of it. I'm afraid for my little girls. And some nights I wonder to myself what your life looks like. And I cry thinking about how little of what I can imagine has me in it. I know that sounds real selfish, but it plagues me, and I'm not quite sure what to do. A coastline sings its siren call to a distant drowning man. He shouts his woes to the wind and is only met with the cruel answer of waves. Move on quickly. I love you, all of you. From the sea, your father. They found him in the station showers. He sailed all the way back to deliver that letter. Mr. Resch was my daddy's boss. Money was hard for the family even before I was born because of the war ending. They were about to sell the land, and then Mr. Resch bailed my daddy out with this sailing job that would economically fix everything.
That was nice of him.
It killed him. It was a death sentence. My daddy killed himself. day and night on those boats. Hell, I was only about 2 years old when he started those jobs, and maybe only saw him a few weeks out of the next 11 years.
What do you think that did to you as a person?
My daddy dying.
That, or just not having him around?
I think it made my skin thick and my heart strong. I think it made me cry more than I would have, but it made each time I cry mean something. I don't waste tears.
When was the last time you cried?
I cried 2 days ago, right after we loaded up that last carriage of oil to be carted off of that vendor. I stepped off for an hour or two and cried.
Why then?
We're in Nevada. We're successful in Nevada. I like the smell of oil in the morning. You cry, Clark.
Hell, you mean I
I
cry?
hear you. Our tents are very close together, you know.
Hell, that could be Randall for all you know.
I know what Randall sounds like when he cries. I couldn't mistake it. I've seen him cry, heard him cry, made him cry. I know it's you.
You're listening to me, why?
The desert is quiet at night, Clark. It's hard to sleep.
Should be sleeping.
It's hard. It's hard to sleep.
Why's that?
Well, I already answered that question. You're dodging mine. What's bothering you, Clark? Forget it. I didn't
No,
mean to.
it's alright. I got a letter about a week ago. A letter from my ex-wife.
Really?
My daughter got in a fight with another girl at school, really let loose on her. And I always told her, never put her hands on nobody. I fought damn hard to make sure she knew that. I was the best father she's seen me. She was saying in the letter that she was saying things to the other girl that she could only learn from me. That hurts. Hurts really deep down, knowing I'm messed up as a father. My daughter's feeling that hole in her life. When my daddy died, I must have been about 19. Well, he'd been around my whole life. He'd been terrible to me, my mom. And I loved it, but I vowed I would never be like him. And I started getting mixed up in the robbing and killing. And I embodied him, became him almost to a T. And I got married under the condition I'd change. And when I had a kid, under the condition I'd change. And they moved away. They stopped letting me visit. And I even ask myself right now, if they saw me, would it be the change they wanted to see in me?
And what do you think the answer to that would be?
No.
No, I'm not afraid to die. It's every breath comes before. Heartache I've hurt so hard of life. And I broke more and more. I know how this will end. Measure your life.
How's Clark doing? His work, I mean.
You ask me that every day. His work is fine. It's just what we want.
Just want to make sure he's keeping up with expectations.
You want to make it?
You're making assumptions, Randall.
Darren, you don't like him. Hell, after what he did to you, I don't blame you. It's justified. We're working out the kinks. We've had several conversations with him already about controlling himself. He's working on it.
Working on my ass. That man has been working on himself ever since he was a teenager. Been hearing stories about it ever since I got here. Stories about as old as you.
Now he's finally working on it.
You're a forgiving man, Randall. I admire it. But you best not let go of your senses around the one and only Clark Mast. Don't let your guard down now that you're making some money.
We can't have seen the success we're seeing now if it hadn't been for Clark helping us to work so hard.
He knows that. He knows that well, and he probably thinks it means he's getting better, which he very well may be. But what I'm saying is you keep the pressure on and he stays in shape. That man has habits he's had a lifetime of simmering anger. Old habits die hard.
Yes, so I've heard.
No, you listen to me. I know you're proud of your work, Randall. You rolled the dice and you rolled a 12. Do not let it go.
I know. You're you're at. I'm sorry.
You don't gotta be sorry, man. I just want you to be better. You and Cecilia deserve it. How is Cecilia? I ain't seen her in a few days.
Oh, she's doing well. She's with Clark right now.
Does that bother you?
Does that bother me? Does what bother me?
Her hanging around Clark and all?
Why would that bother me at all? He's a friend and we work together.
Don't dance around and be naive about it, Randall. I see Cecilia the same way you do. How can you not be somewhat put off she's spending time alone with Clark Mass, eh?
What are you saying?
I'm saying what you think I'm saying, boy. You deserve her more than Clark does.
You got the wrong idea about me, Mr. Lemaine. Cecilia is my best friend. We've been friends since we was kids. And I don't have a keen eye for her like you seem to.
We both got an eye for beauty, Randall.
Of course we do. Cecilia is beautiful. Anyone can say that. It's a fact. But you got the wrong idea about any of my intentions.
If not Cecilia, then who?
Then nobody, Darren. Nobody. I ain't one for romance. And you applying that idea that everybody has to require romance and applying it to me and Cecilia, well, it makes me a little upset.
You ain't never found a woman pretty.
Of course I have.
Then what's the issue?
I'll see you later, Darren. Excuse my temper.
Sitting in the back seat of my car, riding my guitar in the rain.
Everything all right, sir?
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, no harm in letting it out. Say, I ain't too familiar with your face. I've seen you before.
I'm new in this city.
Yeah. Use that Floridian that Darren was bringing in. Well, based on your tears there, I can assume things ain't going so well.
Things are fine. I'm just having a rough day.
Right. Well, I'm Sheriff Fulton of the Golden Valley Police Department. Well, if Mr. Lemaine is giving you any trouble, you best let me know now.
No, sir. There ain't no trouble. Darren's a friend.
Must be your wife then. Marital troubles plague us all.
I ain't married.
You're not married? I heard you and a woman came in together.
Yeah, that wasn't my wife. That was my friend.
Well, that's a strange trip to make if you ain't married. I never heard of a man bringing a woman across the country with him if they's just friends.
You know, she actually brought me.
Well, that just sounds ridiculous. What's your name, sir?
Randall McCain, Sheriff.
Well, Randall, I never heard of a man like you getting barked around by a woman he ain't married to yet before. And, you know, I find the whole thing ridiculous. I mean, 2 Floridians in a town in Nevada that don't even fucking want them here? And I told Darren the same thing. We's a town of fundamentals. We like to keep things real by the book, and nothing about this is by the book. You know, I heard a term a few weeks ago. Yeah, homosexual was what they were calling it. You know anything about that, Mr. McCain?
Yes, Sheriff, I know what homosexual is. What's that got to do with me?
Well, you obviously don't like the woman you're with, barking you around, keeping you on a leash, and I'm curious. Is you a homosexual?
No, sir. You got the wrong idea. I don't like men.
You don't like women?
Look, I best go.
I don't think we've done talking yet, Mr. McCain.
12 years upends the whole policy? My mother paid diligently for her life insurance for 12 years.
I'm sorry, sir.
Of course, of course. I mean, I just don't understand where your humanity is in a place where you're denying me a policy payout for 1 month missed payment.
It's policy.
Fuck policy!
Sir.
No, you listen to me. She was a good woman, a fine woman who paid for 12 goddamn years. She didn't pay the last month because she was sick with pneumonia, and that usually prevents people from doing things that require them to leave the house.
Sir, there's nothing I can do about it.
Hell, if there's nothing you can do about it, reinstate the policy. My family needs
You
this.
couldn't walk up here and place the payment yourself?
I didn't know the policy wasn't being paid. My mother was dying, and she wasn't exactly saying things like, oh, best not forget to go down to the office and pay this month's life insurance policy. It's past the 23rd, and if I die before I pay it, which she did, well then I'm throwing away 12 years of payment until this house gave him an corporation. I mean, do you see where I'm coming from here? I mean, please, think about legacy here.
We're not concerned about legacy. We're not concerned about what you describe as humility. Genuinely, I'm sorry for what happened to your family, but in order to function on a productive level, I can't bend the rules for individuals. It's all or nothing.
Oh, right. All or nothing. I tell you, you shield your face yet?
Yes.
Why?
Policy. They don't want us to have bias.
What are they afraid of?
Of us having bias toward a situation just like this.
Oh, they hate you. They hate me.
Sir?
Look at my hands. Look at them. Do you see them?
Sir, please.
My mother gave 12 years of payment to you. And I did the math. That's a lifetime worth of money. All those years thrown into the void that eats us all. And it'll eat you too.
Are you threatening?
I tell you, it eats everything. It eats money. It eats love. It eats pride. It eats the very humanity that you lack. The boy, the world, the very people you work for, they took that from you. It's the death of reason and compassion.
Sir,
my
please.
mother died of pneumonia. Is that fair? Is that fair with a woman whose heart is as big as hers is to die like that? All those years into the void. All of them. Whatever God you cling to as justification for your life, and the decisions you make will not look kindly down upon the seemingly ungodly nature it is that you do.
There's no God in business.
Alright. Your lawyer tell you that?
You got the wrong idea, sir. I'm gonna have to get the police.
Are you serious? Oh! 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 I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry.
You was kicking and screaming at the wall.
Yes, sir.
That's just silly. So whatever. They let you go. You never told me about the time.
Well, it didn't seem relevant at the time, but now I wish I did.
The loss in the family's the worst. Okay, I'm sorry. Your family never stay in Reno.
Well, I work here, right?
Does your father still work?
Yeah. My father wants us to stay in Reno.
Is that what you want?
I want to do what's best for my family.
I respect that. But don't you think you ought to do what's best for you? I mean, you was young, you was 24.
I'm sorry, sir. What are you trying to say?
I'm telling you to take a break for a while. Days, weeks, however long you need, just go somewhere, do something. I don't really care, just I feel sorry about your mother. And don't you worry, I'll pay you for some of the time gone. He's way ahead of budget anyways, and well, I have him keep away out the forms.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry for my mother, too.
Talk to your father about it.
No, he don't talk much now, no. I'm just a bit worried. He's taking it all rather hard, and I don't want to try and pry out his feelings. He's very reserved, and I'm worried if I ask him too many questions, he'll get overwhelmed. It's the same with my sister. She's gone real quiet. I can hear the wind in my house at night, and the sound of distant, lonely, falling tears from all three of us. The house floods and drowning in them. I can't keep my head up. It's very bleak.
It used to rain when I lived in the east. I'd watch as my yard would fill with water. And the holes I dig on the farm, they'd fill. Bugs, they'd run out and drown me. So I'd trot out there, soaking wet. I looked down at them drowning, dying. In my head, I'd say a little prayer for each one of them, as if I owed it to them. And yet, I'd keep digging holes. Bugs, they keep drowning, so I'd keep praying. Go on like that. Same thing happened each time. I won't be the first to tell you it's not fair. I'm sure you've heard it hundreds of times. Hell, living in Nevada is not exactly a fair experience, but there are holes we fall into as people. Deep holes, dug by other people. We drown. We keep drowning. And the bugs, they eat away at things. Things waste. Yeah, we just gotta keep going. Going on.
There ain't nothing to be thankful for.
There's no explanation for what happened. There never will be. But kid, what there is purpose. You need to help yourself. Find care. Give care.
Where can I find it and give it?
Anywhere, really.
What are you doing out here?
I didn't want you to hear me, so I stepped out this way that I didn't want to wake you.
Well, if you don't mind me coming over then.
No, it's fine.
Celie was right.
About what?
You sound a lot different than I do when I cry.
She told you that I cried.
You got right up for sure. Me cry.
Why were you crying?
Unrelated matters.
What's wrong, Randall? Clark, do you know what homosexual is?
Sure. Man and men and women with women and all? Why? You homosexual?
Sheriff thinks so.
Why was a sheriff talking to you about
More talking
homosexuals?
at me.
You're right.
I don't know what I am. Everyone's telling that I should be married to Cecilia Clark. They've been telling us since we was kids. They've been asking and prying and positioning us to be together or to stand together to hold hands. I've been struggling with it all my life. And Darren and the sheriff and Manchester and even you and my mother and father and our aunts and uncles and everyone, Clark. Everyone. And I smile. And I laugh. And I walk away and I cry. I sob. Angry and confused tears. And I wipe it on my sleeves and I swallow it. Deep within my stomach and blood. And And I don't know how to feel. Cecilia seems to know how to deal with it. She's been through all the same things, and yet she stands taller, above it.
What do you think she has that you don't?
I wish I knew. Pride, maybe interest. I think maybe she has some kind of affection in her heart. A romantic affection for others. Wherever that exists within me, Clark, there's nothing. It's empty. It's cold. What does that make me?
See, unique.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, where is my affection? I want to feel it and to give it. I want to love and have romantic eyes, but it's simply vacant. Why did you marry your wife?
I loved her.
Why? Tell me why.
Beautiful. We matched each other. She worked hard.
You find hard work attractive. You find ambition attractive.
Yes.
You have an eye for the beautiful, even outside of your wife, for any woman, for any man. You find these things attractive. Not friendship, no, but sexual. What? Romantic.
What?
Clark, please!
Yes.
It simply does not exist within me. I want it to so badly. But there's absolutely nothing. There's care. There's compassion. There's a non-sexual love. But it's like I've hit a ceiling. And it's so exhausting.
I still love Elizabeth Randall. I think about her every day. I want her back every day of my life.
Today, right about the time between the last letter I sent to you about 4 months ago. I hope you and Ellie are doing well in this weather. A lot has changed since last wrote, even more since last we spoke. I'm employed now by 2 people from Florida. They moved to Golden Valley to prospect the land Myra Rocks on, the one we used to sit. And they preserved it. And they've given me work. I know it's off the table, but I'm imagining myself providing for you both, and it gets me excited. I know that's not the case, but I'm enjoying being stable for once. I met a fella from Reno, Nevada who was working for the Nevada Commission. He wrote to me about a week ago saying he had some time off work. Figured we should go somewhere. Made myself a friend. Maybe we'll come to Louisiana. Write me back and let me know what you think of it. Talk highly of you and Ellie. Speaking of which, hug it for me. Write me back.
Swear this fella's coming in today?
Swear. Wrote to me more than once. November 22nd, second train. If they ain't here when the train comes in, that means they missed it and I can come back later.
I think it's nice, Clark.
Thank you.
I ain't saying it ain't nice. Just saying trains inconsistent these days.
It's all messed up. We had 6 train transfers on our way here. Every one of them was late.
I ain't been on a train in a year or so.
It's gotten better.
Can you get to North Louisiana by train?
Sure you can. You thinking of going?
I would like to visit Elizabeth.
I remember Elizabeth. How long's it been since you lived here?
Nearing 6 years now. My daughter turned 15 last month. It'd be nice to visit her and Elizabeth.
I remember your daughter. What was her name again?
Ellie.
Oh, the lovely Ellie Mays. Where are they up in Louisiana?
Hartford.
Well, that's just north of the Florida parishes.
Right.
That's a far way out. You written to her about it yet?
Darren, why does it matter to you?
Well, excuse me to be curious as to where Clark's running off to. He has obligations now that he's working for you.
Obligations, sure, but that shouldn't stop him from doing other things. He's allowed to live. We're not going to stop him.
You trust a man of 1,000 lives and 1,000 sins to finally stand his ground?
I thought you were over this.
I mean, seriously, Cecilia, ground yourself. Clark's talking about up and leaving for God knows how long to go visit his ex-wife. Sounds like she doesn't even know he's coming.
You asked me.
Darren, you're being cruel.
Cruel? My God, Cecilia, you want soft for this guy?
What?
I mean, seriously, what is it in him you're seeing something in? You must have met hundreds of men far better than ex-criminal Clark Mast.
What are you suggesting? That because I see the goodness in a man, it means I've got to want him? It means I want him in my hands and in my bed? Do you think I'm out here for sex or love? I'm out here for my life. I'm fighting for my life. Every day I wake up in the sand and I'm thinking about getting home. You've done a lot for me, Darren. I love you for that. But I can imagine no worse disrespect to me than to think I bend my will to anyone when I'm trying to survive, especially for a man that you think I'm trying to fuck.
Cecilia, you got me all wrong.
No, I think I got you pinned down just fine. Did you seriously think Randall wouldn't tell me about what you and that bastard sheriff were asking him about? Is that what you think of me, Darren, a wife? Tell me again what the sheriff alluded to me being?
A leash.
A leash? What do you think of that? A leash? A wife? A leash? An object? Void of independent ambition? I'm not letting Clark do what he wants because I long for him. No, I do it because people are capable and diverse and free.
Cecilia, you know I care for you.
I know you do. Darren.
I think I'm changing there. For the better, I mean. I don't blame you for being skeptical, but to be honest, there's no way for you to know. You never talked to me.
Right. Celia, I don't see you as a wife.
Thank you, Cecilia.
Yeah.
Forgive me, but I think you need to be careful.
Careful.
Darren's kindness isn't infinite. Nobody's is.
If he wants to change how he works with us or me, then so be it. Clark, I ain't a wife. I ain't a leash. I don't think I'll be anything like that ever. And if I do, under no circumstance will it be under the scorn or scrutiny of others.
I remember once. I was 25. I've been trailing this Frenchman. 3 days. A few days. Knew he had something. Something about him told me that he had something I needed bad. Nice suit. Dirty, but nice. Sleek. Looked like a proper man. Hadn't seen him in town either. Coming in for business, I thought. I wanted the suit. I wanted the confidence. He had to have money. I knew it. And on the third day of following him and keeping tabs, he goes around back to the saloon. He's taking a piss. I follow him. And I grab him by the back of his sleek collar, revolver to his head, and I say, I know you got some money. That suit's too nice for these parts. Hand it over. And he says to me, in his French accent, I'm homeless. My revolver away, I spin him around, and I say, how'd you get the suit? And he says, I killed a man for it. And he turned out his collar and showed me the blood that lined the interior of the suit. And he walked off out of town the next morning.
Clark,
Robbed me blind of my confidence. Right then, right there, Clark Max went away. There was no such thing as the honest way. Besides me now. Now here we are. Hey! How was the train?
Not so bad. It felt like a while, but it was only 2 hours.
Well, welcome back to Golden Valley.
Come in. Cecilia, I wasn't expect to see you this evening.
I haven't seen you in a few days, Darren.
You know, work.
Yeah. Well, we need to talk.
Yeah? About what?
I know you're a well-intentioned man, Darren. You've been a family friend for years now. I know I can be harsh. It's in my nature. Learned it from my mother.
She was a bit scary, you know. Used to bark at anybody.
Yes, but she made me, and I'm thankful for that. She made me guarded, tough. She taught me to challenge everything and prove everyone wrong. That includes people I care about.
Right.
But despite that, I know that's not what you mean to do. You care about my mother a lot. So, even though I'm hurt, I still owe you a lot of things.
Oh, Cecilia, thank you. I know I'm too forward. I've been doing a lot of thinking these past few days, and one time, your mother came into my office in Florida with you when you were little. You looked just like your mother even then. And well, she came in asking for a small plot extension on her lot south side. Just enough to own these 2 big red maple trees. She wanted them for you and your sister as a birthday present.
I remember those trees.
Beautiful trees. And well, I thought you and your sister were so darling that I gave them to your mother. She deserved it. So beautiful, your mother. Would have given her all the maple trees she wanted. Never quite got the trees yet, at least.
Darren, perhaps it's the wrong time.
Surely not. What?
Not sure if you know, but a big businessman out of New Mexico bought our entire stockpile about a week ago after some negotiations.
Congratulations!
I feel a bit guilty, truth be told.
No, Cecilia, I sold it to you. That's just how business is.
Now listen. This land was an incredible opportunity, and these 5 months have been more than kind to Randall and I. I'd like to buy the ranch plot back 3 times over.
Cecilia.
And Randall and I are going to stay here in Nevada for, well, a while.
This is too much.
I'm serious, Darren. You help me. I help you. Think of it as a gift from my mother and I. Fill the last of the barrels for the next order before he ships himself off to Louisiana next week. He said it'll help us load too. Should be a big enough pickup for us to be sustained for a few weeks.
Do we keep drilling?
We never stop drilling. But we can just pump to the reservoir for a little while. That cover you and I just put up should allow us to keep a bit more in there. Or we can always funnel off to a second reservoir.
That would be good.
Good. We can start to dig it tomorrow before Clark leaves.
Did he tell you how long he'd be gone?
Already bought the return ticket. He'll be back in 2 weeks.
We can make it without it.
Yeah. Darren said he could lend a hand for some extra money if we needed it.
Good. You work it all over with him?
He worked it all over on me. What he did was wrong. He knows that.
Well, we haven't talked about it, you know.
Would you like to?
Well, what do you think about it? How Darren, the sheriff, even Clark, how they feel about us?
I think that you and I prove them even more wrong each day we sit out here. People hate what they don't understand. They hate a man like you because you're not like them, and they hate a woman like me because I'm not what they expect. But you have to break that cycle, Brandon.
It's just hard. Feels like everybody we've been talking to has these assumptions about them.
And what about it?
Doesn't that bother you?
Randall, you and I have been working side by side for over 20 years. Since we was kids, you and I have been digging in the dirt together. If I was ever deterred even for a second, we wouldn't be here now after all these years. We're out here fighting for our lives. That's what's important. It's that ambition.
Yeah.
Exceptional people scare other people. And we have to stay above that line and continue to do well. That means a clear head for you. I have something to show you, Randall. I know we were talking about doing everything together, but I thought I had to do this alone.
Well, what happened?
Read it, Randall.
What's this?
It's the ranch. I got the ranch back.
What? Well, we're still a year out from moving back.
I figured we best get it back while we're ahead.
I'm surprised Darren lets you take it off him so soon.
He wouldn't have usually.
What do you mean?
I mean that he's a sensitive man. He would never say no. I mentioned my mother. I ain't proud of it at all, but I needed to get the ranch back. I needed to have it in our hands. I don't know where Darren is headed.
You mentioned your mother. Why would that?
Randall, Darren loves my mother. He ain't married, never was. By the time he moved out here, my daddy had already been dead for a year or so. He would never say no.
Cecilia, your mother would never want you to use her like that, or yourself, to take advantage of someone.
Do you think I was taking advantage of him?
Well, maybe that's not the best way to say it, but he would never have sold it back to you if you didn't mention your mother.
Are you sure?
I guess we'll never know. But you're against that. You've always been.
Randall, Darren thinks of me as a wife and below a man. He admitted it to you privately. He's not well-intentioned. I have to bow a bit lower just this once to secure a future for us. Just this once. I don't know. I need it back before it gets to a point where he won't give it back. I've sacrificed so much for others so far. We've given Clark a stable life for the first time in, 30 years? I mean, look at the whole picture, Randall. Darren is just using us as a vessel for my mother. And when he gives up on that, then who? Me? I mean, I think Darren's been celibate since he's come out here. It feels like a facade. And I needed to get the ranch back before that curtain closes. And that means doing what I otherwise wouldn't.
Well, you've completely disarmed him. He's got nothing on us now.
freeing, isn't it?
Very.
We can move back whenever they let us know it's dried up.
Darren, stop! It's not the way to tell
What the
it.
hell is going on?
Your mother,
My mother?
Cecilia, your mother.
What's this?
This is a letter Darren received.
Oh, God.
Florida State Department.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Your mother passed away last week, Cecilia.
My God. How?
The letter don't specify, it says there'll be another one we'll send later. I'm so sorry.
Cecilia, I'm so sorry.
So you're nervous to travel because you've never been this far from home.
Yes, sir. Born and raised in Reno. I only even started living in Reno when I joined the Nevada Commission. They started me out on small projects just outside Reno, been a bit far out, but nothing where I couldn't end up home before the day was up.
Your parents wouldn't be happy about it.
I told you, first time I went to Golden Valley, my parents was beside themselves. They both stayed the same way when Dad tried to leave the house. Well, Daddy's a bit more relaxed and shit. He's just telling me to go do shit. I guess it'd be different if my mother was still here, but I guess I should be thankful.
It's like your mother's ghost is taking you out here.
Oh, hell, you're the one bringing me out here. If I'd have never met you in Golden Valley, I'd be riding out home with my daddy still.
You ain't got no friends in Reno?
Oh, sir. They's all friends and they married, and they only ever leave the house to go to work or to get drunk.
And you're the youngest one on the commission.
Yes, sir. I got a work right at the school to some lower level temporary program they was running, and I was on that for a while, but then one of the fieldwork board members passed away. They just put me on right away. They kept me on after that. They lacked no work, I guess. It's just a bit morbid. I feel like I'm walking in a dead man's boots sometimes. It was all pretty immediate. I was on board maybe 2 days after he passed.
Work's a bit ruthless like that.
Yeah, the project was pretty urgent, so I understand why they did it. They were surveying these places where they were going to install these hitching posts, outside buildings with large amounts of people frequenting. And before, they just had people tying the horses to the buildings themselves. Sometimes these buildings had rotting wood, people would tie their horses. And one night, it's storming, and this man's horse gets spooked by some thunder, and it rips the lead right off the rotten sideboard and stumps a teenage boy dead outside the bed. I know! That didn't sit too well with just about anyone, so I started installing these hitching posts. And they started installing them with 6 people on the project, and one of them kicks over from a fever, and well, here we are. And I was talking to my mother in the midst of it all, the workers' funeral and my promotion. I was telling her I was wearing my new cover, but my mother don't like me too much. She says people have come around.
Well, she's right. People come around. Maybe eventually come around to others. I mean, look at me. I was a bitter man for the better part of my entire life. People were bitter with me. I saw that as a reason to keep at it, keep on rolling in the dirt, stick the end of my revolver in people's mouths. And I retired, or whatever, but I stayed bitter the whole time, raising my daughter bitter, stoic and cold during our wedding, even worse during my divorce. And for once in my life, I got people giving me the benefit of the doubt. And you know, for being the first in a lifetime, it really loosens you up.
You should be proud of your progress, Clark. I ain't never been no gunslinger before, but I can imagine that makes you pretty cold.
It's not as glorious as they make it out to be in the stories. Still think about some of their faces.
Whose?
People. Children, when I grab their daddy by his ragged neck, tears in their eyes. You just gotta ignore it, but it rears its head.
Clark, you may not like this question, but I have wondered it for a while. You ever take life, Clark?
4, to be clear. 4 men. I ain't ever heard no women cheer.
Well, I knew.
You know what it's like? Yeah, I know you're curious, that's why you asked. I've been staring at this German Jew all night, drinking with this lady I liked, I spawned up. This was before I
Where was this?
town over, fresh Nevada. I watch him take her up to his room, and I'll wait a long time. Soon enough, he's out, his nice shirt's on, crooked, he's flushed. He's done doing their one-nighted dance. I hate the very thought of it. So I follow him back to the inn he was staying there. Late at night, hounds was howling. And I open the door of his room and I shake him awake, revolver to his heart, and I say, "What's the name of the girl you was sleeping with?" And he says, "Lily." Wrong. Wrong fucking name. So I take the pillow from under his head and I place it on his face. And I push my revolver deep into the pillow. And I pull like a string pulled tight. And slowly, he let loose. And it's quiet. And I didn't sleep for weeks.
That's one Clark.
Right. Don't go telling anyone. I trust you.
You were never gonna tell Randall or Cecilia?
I changed. Hell, it's been 20 years since I took a life. I mention it. I don't like to talk about it.
Right.
Hear that lonesome whippoorwill. He sounds too blue to sound. The midnight train is whining, and I'm so lonesome I could cry. I've never seen a night so long when time goes wrong.
Mr. Lemaine,
Good afternoon, Sheriff. How are you this evening?
I'm doing just fine, Mr. Lemaine. And what am I supposed to make of this?
Make of what?
Your state, Mr. Lemaine. Your sorry, drunken state in the eyes of the public.
I ain't that drunk. No, sir.
This is a damn shame. What's gotten into you? Business going under? Ain't no woman finding you impressive no more? Or is it that dirty homosexual you've been hanging around that's got you all confused?
None of that. No, none of that.
Well then tell me what it is before I get you up off this street with my hands.
She's gone, Sheriff.
Who's gone?
Edna Dawn.
And who the hell is that?
Everything I wish I could have been. Greatest goddamn treasure of the South of the earth or really anything. And she's gone. And I never get the chance to talk to her again, or to make up with her, or to give her that goddamn letter I've been holding on to for what must have been 10 years. 10 years I held on to that letter.
What letter?
When her husband died, I waited, and I never told her how sorry I was. So I wrote her this letter, saying that I was sorry, and that I am sorry, and that I'm still sorry right now. And I loved her. And now she's gone. Left us thinking I hated her.
My God.
God? Where's God?
In the air, Darren.
I feel sand in there, Sheriff, no God. Fuck! There is no half left for me.
Hey, where's that lady you's always with? Maybe you ought to go see her and get up off my street.
Her daughter? Cecilia Dawn. I should go and see her daughter. I see her and her daughter, Sheriff. I'll tell you what. If there is a God anywhere in the air, sure as hell ain't in Nevada.
Good night, Aaron.
No, I'm not afraid. It's every breath that comes before.
You scared me.
Sorry.
I lay down.
Gatekeeper told me you'd be cooped up in here, and I was hoping we could talk just for a minute.
I'm sorry, Darren. Forgive me. I'm not quite in the mood to talk to anyone right now.
Cecilia, you've been locked in a rented room for 6 days. You ain't seen the sun, and you let my tan get out of your skin. Your mother ever tell you how we met?
At pork, right?
She was at a port with her dad, buying some fish from some fella, and well, I went over and I introduced myself to them. And we became good friends from there. It was nice to live down the road from them. And I was there when your daddy killed off, and I was there at their wedding, and I told your mama to remember me when I moved to Nevada, and I'm sure she did, because I was such a good friend, and I miss everything out there in Nevada.
Darren, maybe it's best you go on home and sober up.
I loved your mother so much, I remember at her wedding, balling my fist and pinching myself, hell, it was real.
Darren, go home.
Too long, I loved her too long, and now she's gone and we're alone.
Darren, you're making me upset. We're not alone. We're never alone. I have Randall and I have family, and I wish to God that you would just understand that life is like this for a reason. My mother loved my father and loved what a good friend you were to her.
You're your father. You look just like your mother. Please, just this once!
You bastard! You dirty, rotten bastard! All this goddamn time you only like me because I look like my mother. I'm nothing like my mother, Darren. I fight every day to drill that to everyone's head. You are nothing like what you think you are, and you are nothing like what my mother would have loved. You bastard!
What the hell is going on?
He's drunk, and he's making it very fucking clear what his intentions have always been. My mother would have hated you. You moved to Nevada, and you let it all simmer. Now, of all times, under the very eyes of my mother, I hate you, you
Cecilia!
No! Hell is cold, Darren! Your blinders are on tight, and they've been leading you right to hell. I hope you like it.
Randall, you have to talk to her for me!
Are you serious, Darren? I mean, really, are you serious? Go and talk to her after what you just did? Go and talk to the most important person in my life and get her to talk. To you? No. No, Darren. I think that'd be just about the biggest mistake of my life. And I'm shocked that this is what you come to try to get what you want.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure. And I'm sure for everything else you did. Everything you said to me, to Clark, to Cecilia. Come and talk to her for me. I'd rather take my own life.
One evening as the sun went down and the jungle fire was burning, down the track came a old wagon, and he said, boys, I'm not turning. I'm headed for a land that's far away. He beside the crystal fountain. So come with me, we'll go and see the big rock candy mountains. In the big rock candy mountains, there's a land that's fair and bright, where the hand-outs grow on bushes, and you sleep out every night. Where the boxcars all are empty, and the sun shines every day. On the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees, the lemonade springs where the...
Ready?
Clark?
Elizabeth, you got my letter?
See, yes, I got your letter. Figured you'd be coming in any day soon. Listen, Clark, it's late. Ellie's asleep.
It's fine. I just wanted to introduce you to my friend here. They're a prospector for the Nevada Commission. Met him while they was surveying the land on my rock. You remember my rock?
Of course I remember your rock. We sat under that thing for the better part of several years. Well, right here. Please come in.
So, how was the riding? It was nice. Quick and easy, no delays.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We met some friends from Florida. They said the train delays at a week or so of their trip.
Lord, them trains never made traveling easy. Unpredictable type them train conductors. I got one of them living a few doors down. Old, grumpy, and loud. The train's engines make him deaf. Goes off for a week, comes back more deaf than before. So, who were these three friends you met?
They were ranchers come from Florida. They were East Florida when that flood hit, so they were packing over to Nevada.
You,
What about me?
wow, are you here? With Clark. I mean, yeah, he was surveying the land around his rock, but why'd you stick with the bastard?
Well, I don't really have any friends in Reno, really, and my family's on the rocks these days.
Why's that?
My mama passed away about a month ago.
So you decide to join this old ass to visit his ex-wife out in Louisiana?
Elizabeth, be nice to
I'm
her.
just asking him. I mean, if this is what you consider to be a fun thing to do, then power to you. But trotting behind the royal bastard Clark Mass sounds just about as close to a realized evidence you can get.
Cool phrase. When Elizabeth lived with me in Nevada, we used to go out to the desert with our fire starters and our pot and make tea out there.
What the hell are you telling him that for? It's a dead story, dead in the water. Clark used to get frustrated if the water wouldn't boil or if his nose would run. He'd hit himself in the nose and make it bleed and then lose his mind at the fact that the world was out of control. That's it. Nights in the sand, ruined.
What time does Ellie get up for school?
8. She wakes up at 8 and her friend Mary Ann comes knocking at the door and they walk to school.
I'd like to meet this Mary Ann. It would be nice to meet some of Ellie's friends.
I don't think you should meet her, Clark.
Why?
Why? Are you a fucking idiot?
Forget I asked.
Perhaps I should step
So,
outside.
how long did Clark tell you he was intending on staying?
He suggested you might let us stay there or two.
A day or two? You thought I'd let you stay with a random gentleman in the same house as your daughter and I? And let you meet her friends and hug her and kiss her like shit's fine? You are a real disillusioned bastard, I tell you. Your daughter don't want to introduce her friends to you. Are you serious? No! I think you should hear this. Because I got some hard truth for you, Clark. A real tough one. Your daughter registered for school as only having a mother. And I told you that, and you laughed it off and called me a dumb bitch and stomped off back to Nevada. These friends from Florida. You ever call one of them a bitch?
No, ma'am.
You are a real two-faced bastard.
Elizabeth, you gotta understand, really, this time, I'm making progress. Real progress. Randall and Cecilia are the Floridians. They've been giving me a job and paying me nice. I can support myself.
Paying you nice, my ass. What is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean for your daughter? What? You gonna start sending us some money? Because I can tell you real quick, I don't want it.
I wasn't gonna do that.
Then what the hell is the point of bringing it up?
I'm saying,
I see. You don't call Cecilia a bitch because she's paying you good. Glad a woman finally got you in check.
no.
Then what?
I'm saying I finally got some stability to my life, and maybe that's affecting how I work with things.
Maybe affecting how you work with things. You are lying to yourself, Clark. You always had money. You just think because you're making it the honest way, that means you've changed.
There ain't no honest way.
Then what the hell are you talking about?
I found stability. I'm making money the good way.
But you ain't doing it honestly? What the hell? You might want to go tell Cecilia that.
No!
What? You ain't shooting at hopeless bastards for their money no more?
Stop doing that when we had Ellie.
Oh, like hell! You just did it in the town over! Did Clark ever tell you about his gunslinging days? He was waist deep in the blood of other men, real horrible bastard. He ever tell you that he's killed a man?
Yeah, he told me on the way here.
There is the Clark I'm familiar with. Avoiding the hard truths till there's nowhere to go but with you. Onward. You know, that's how we met. You was telling me you was a handyman. And I heard some rumors here and there, but I just thought you had bad word put in. But you lied. And you hid it till I was tied down on the tracks with you. You killed that Frenchman! And you said you couldn't sleep as you slipped under the blanket with me in the undershirt that you took a life in! God, I will never forget the smell of death. God, you reeked of it for years! And you can lie all you want to the grave. I know it wasn't just one. And I knew when it happened. You ever see the face of a man who just took a life?
No.
You lose the person you think you're with. They're gone. Straight to hell. Whether that be a police officer, or a soldier, or your fucking husband! That haunted 1,000-yard stare. They see their own mortality with their own two eyes. They see beyond that thin, fickle curtain. Oh, God. I will never forget when I knew I was looking at that face for a second time. I remember seeing that crooked man again. Oh, God, I smell you coming. I smell the fact that you took a second life. We might never know the truth of how many it was, but I know you was never truthful about it. How did your mother die, Mr. Prospector?
Pneumonia.
Damn it, Thomas.
Oh, it took her quick.
Oh, that's how it gets you. One whole life and he's sick of your ass and he snaps his fingers and you're out! Don't give a shit about no one, I don't think. No. I stopped believing in God a little bit after our marriage, Clark. Not the Christian faith right out of me. Well, I moved to Louisiana. Either of you ever heard of a nihilistic priest?
Seems rather unpriest-like.
It makes sense, Clark. it's so easy to blame yourself. It's those hands of God that cradle you and then crush you when you're tired. It's all based on how light you are in a world of emotional burden. And well, we're all going to hell. Am I making you uncomfortable?
No.
Well, blame it all on Clark. This conversation should make him real scared of hell. Listen, you seem like a real nice kid, but you are staring down the barrel of a real alerting rifle chasing the tail of Clark Mace.
They ain't tail chasing.
It is all tail chasing when you ain't sincere about who you really are. Especially with the obviously very impressionable youth. How old are you?
24.
Every damn time.
What?
A priest sits me down during my confessional and tells me very honestly that there is a good chance I end up, if there is an afterlife, in hell. Possibly not forever, but who really knows? And he's telling me that he's sorry for me and that he wishes he could save me. And I appreciate his honesty. He's uncertain. He's pretty upfront about that. And he don't lie to me. So at least in some twisted manner, I have some expectations to go to hell. When I find myself knocking on his fire gates, I won't be quite surprised to be there. And I ask myself, Clark, why is that way? I raise my daughter. I give her a safe and happy life away from you. And he still alludes to the fact that hell awaits. Why is that?
How should I know?
Are you afraid of hell, Clark?
No.
Why?
I ain't going to hell.
Then why am I? I know you, Clark, and you would listen to that man. And I've been seeing him ever since I moved to Louisiana. His nihilism must be doing something right because I keep coming back. Maybe if he wasn't a priest, I'd have married him.
You wouldn't.
I would. I'd be happy about it. Maybe he'd lie in bed with me. He'd smell clean. Or maybe he'd smell like nothing at all. You know, Clark, at this point in my life, I can do just about anything I like. I could move farther away. I could buy a farm.
You're being cruel.
Do you remember that night, Clark? Must have been about a year or two after we was married. And you took me down to the saloon and bought me a drink and made me play darts with you. Just that one time.
Yes, I remember.
And what happened that night? Your friends came over and challenged us to a game and we got our asses kicked. What'd you do when we lost?
Through your trade.
And then what? And then what? And what did you do?
I hate you!
You will make this even worse! So I stayed married to him! I had a fucking daughter with him! And for the first years of her life, I told her that he was a fine man! I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to get trained into this, but this is a rude awakening to the fact that there ain't no good man in the South. There ain't no good people! The next time you decide to raise your fist to me, well, I fight for my life to protect my daughter! I will be damned no time. You just can't even come to admit Stop!
No!
What is wrong with you?
I can't!
And for that, damn you! You don't! And Ellie, no!
Darren!
What are you doing out here? I'm thinking you are going to get yourself sick. It's cold out. Oh, yeah. I'll be counting.
I figure we probably filled the oil reserves for the week.
I don't want to talk about work right now, Randall. Please just sit with it.
Well, there's gonna be some spillover. It'll take a while to clean up,
I
Cecilia.
don't think it'll be too bad.
Yeah, and well, that's lost revenue. I mean, an hour of spillover. That's cleanup time. That's lost oil. And well,
What? Randall, I understand. I get it. I don't want to think about it right now. Can you consider that? Go work on it if it's that big a problem to you. Morning, Sheriff.
what's this?
Some paperwork from Darren's office. Didn't have no family, no, so we thought you two was second best.
What's this? What kind of paperwork?
His letters and deeds. Most of his land got redistributed to the state, but a few of them stuck around. You can sift through it and figure it out. Some mail from Florida in there.
What?
Can't tell you, just threw it all in a bag.
How many?
Is there gonna be a priest?
No, sir. We tried to find one, but it's not as easy as we thought it'd be.
Ah, horse shit.
Not many priests looking to read what is very well understood to be a suicide.
Can't officiate it. It's allegedly not Christian.
Was Darren Christian?
I'm under the impression that Darren didn't believe in or practice much faith. Died as he lived. And that means a bit of peace and a lonely drift off and onward.
Was you expecting anybody else?
We don't know where Clark and that prospector are. This year's probably it.
Well, this is just a bit shameful, really. Is this really it? It's not that elegant. It's not typical for this to happen in a town like this.
He was a no-good man, Sheriff. He lived and wanted. And he gave, but he wanted back without admitting it. He never practiced. He just boiled and resented, and when it finally got out of his hands, he left with it. Where's the godly intention in that?
It's not godly. It shows that.
Suppose you're right. I mean, he chose and lived and wished and wanted and got and died, but I suppose that's what we all do.
Who paid for the grave?
We did. Nobody else to do it, otherwise they was just going to mark him with a stone and tip their hats to bed and step off. And no matter how I felt about him, that's just not right.
Well, pair of you have anything to say? Before I step off too.
You got somewhere to be.
I'm not sure. Maybe. Look, to be honest with the pair of you, I didn't like or know Mr. Lemaine very well. No.
Well, step off. I don't care much. It's all gone to shit anyway. Randall and I are headed back to Florida in 2 months. We're just drilling the rest and we're going home. I figure there ain't much here for us anymore.
Yeah?
We bought the land back. There's been nothing but trouble.
Is that what you view this as? A load of trouble?
The fact that we's even here, Sheriff, is a load of trouble. I've been rolling in the sand while the earth spins and takes from me. We're tired. Dead tired. We had every intention of staying here longer, but this town unraveled all the momentum we built.
Well, I have something I'd like to say. I don't know you, Darren, and I likely won't hear much about you once these two leave town. I don't know where you stood in the eyes of God or the eyes of others, but what I do know is that it's hard. And no matter what happened to you, it don't change the fact of life not being fair. And if you can't live with it, well then maybe this place wasn't for you anyway. I told him when I saw him at that train station, waiting for the pair of you, that this is a town of fundamentals. I wasn't lying then, and I'm not lying now. Bullshit, the world's changing? No shit. But you lose grasp of whatever you start with, and you cease to exist. And I'll tell you, what I wish I could have told him back when he first got here. But expecting people to change based on the fact that time's passing is silly and deadly.
I think you're too rigid.
Yeah, rigid. Rigid because life always takes, it never gives. And as you two patter on back to Florida and watch the sun set on the water, I'll wither to a skeleton and get buried next to Darren Lemaine and get eaten by the worms.
Nothing is stopping you.
Everything is stopping me. Intolerant, unforgiving, bitter, hateful. Fine. I'll take the little I can get. I'm no better than Darren. And you're no better than me. You hate and love and want and give. But what little you had in even Darren, I have in nothing but myself.
And you use that to justify hurting people, being intolerant of people.
If that's how you want to view it, for yourself, or whatever lifestyle you exist within, and so be it. I'll see you deep within the sand as we all melt together and become the oil the next pair of you drill up. And I guess that's just how it is. Because no matter where things go, or how everybody acts, there is war and hate, and at the end of it, there's sand. Knowing the Paria has proven to be troubling in a way I didn't think real. As it is, goodbye.
What's in it?
A few letters and deeds, personal notes.
Give it to me, let me sift through it.
It's a heap of trash, Cecilia. Ain't nothing good in here, just organized mind.
Give it to me. Randall, give me the
I'll
goddamn
warn
bag.
you.
Of what?
There's a letter in the bag to your mother from Darren. I saw her name written on it in his handwriting.
Doctor's note. List of parts. Letter to a landowner. Bullshit. Bullshit. A journal entry. I bet here he makes a fool of himself. I bet this was beneath his desk. I bet he cried writing some of these. Purchase order. Here. Edna Dawn. The lovely, fabled letter he plagued himself over. Still had it written and ready. Well, should we read it?
Cecilia, I don't think that's a good idea.
God, Randall, my God, for the love of God, does it even matter anymore? I have sunk to the deepest depths of myself, and now I'm swimming underneath the lake. I feel it turning. Right now, I hold what's left of my doubts about my life and my doubts about the world. I have been defeated completely, and I want to read the letter.
Who are you? You're defeated? By what? By Darren Lemaine? A coward? I mean, for the love of God, Cecilia, you told me coming out here that we's here to rise above others, on our own. Where'd that go? Especially you. I mean, for the love of God. I feel like I killed the man myself. But I will not let him plague me because he can't handle the bare destructive truth of me, much less the dominant, powerful truth of you. That's why I like you. Because you never bend or waver to the people that don't believe in the pieces of life that you dedicate yourself to. I mean, all the people. I mean, all the people like Darren that came before Darren you defeated. Not by close calls or slim margins, but by complete defeat. There's power in your life. And it gives me the confidence to aspire to be like you. Not to be you, no. But to earn my place being your friend. And allow myself to be inspired, to be good, to be better. I've made great progress, but not by watching you destroy yourself. by watching you triumph in a world that does not understand us.
Am I not allowed just once to break? I feel as if I've lost everything. Where do I dare find triumph in that atop the body of a coward? It's the destruction of lives. I triumph over the breath of people that cast doubt on us, not drop dead due to us. You want to see triumph? Edna, you feel it? The sea, the land. I'm sorry about your husband. Incredible man. Father to your daughters. I hope you can find it within yourself not to hate me. I love you. Hold on. For us and for me. For Darren. You piece of shit! This was your life! Let's go.
Sometimes the wind hits just right and it sways the breeze, and I keep thinking it'll finally rip off the ground, and I can see what the blood looks like on the floor.
It's not gonna blow over. You're gonna have to go over and rip it off yourself.
I'm not gonna do that.
I know. Otherwise, you would have done it already.
Besides, even if I did go and rip it off the floor, it would damage the floorboard. I'd have to go over it with some polish and some stain remover. Blood stains are good. And I think Clark would have wanted me to ruin the floorboard.
I just think it's getting to your head, Elizabeth. I think it might be best to just go over it and get it over with.
As if my ex-husband had just shoots himself right in front of me because of his inability to cope.
Yeah, well, I saw it too. And I find it rather bothersome.
Do you know how many times Clark visited? Probably about 17 times since I moved out here. He never quite announced when he'd be here, but there's this looming presence in my life, knowing that eventually when I answer a knock, I'd see that bastard's sorry face on the other side of the door. I was right. Eventually it would happen. I'd be just as unreasonable and unbearable each time. I could hardly bear it. It physically hurt me to look at him. I felt his hand on my face. I felt that stinging feeling that brought me back those miserable nights with sand. Those nights when he'd fall asleep first and I'd stay up all night watching from that goddamn rhombus of stars. Just stare back at me. A friend, a daughter, a parent.
The rancher's in the bed.
Married.
No, a friend made you ever forget.
Yeah, sure, that'd be just fine.
I don't have anything like that.
What? Do you think he's just gonna fall into your lap? Do you really think I got a daughter to find solstice in purely by a stroke of luck? I fought damn hard for her. And I fight harder every day trying to keep it that way. I'm not saying it comes out of struggle, but it does come from drive and work. If you stomp off back to Nevada and rot to death in your bed, be alone. Don't come to me yet.
Fair. Nothing there for me.
Get it together. I need you to keep in mind that you are in your 20s.
With no future.
You're not looking very far ahead. Raise your head up. What are you crying about? We're writing something. And it better not be Clark Max.
No. Oh, Clark.
God damn it.
What? Pick it up. Is that Clark's revolver?
Oh, does it look like Clark's revolver? Well, then I guess that's what it is. Now I can't bear to look at it anymore, so I want you to take it. I want it out of my house.
I can't take it.
Oh my God, you will take it.
No.
I want it out of my house.
I can't take it.
Maybe you can go off and get someone your own way with it. I don't care so much as I have to look at it no more.
I'm not meant to kill anyone.
You and I both know that can change on a dime. Man comes walking through that door and threatens to shoot both of us right now. You want to pick up that revolver and shoot him?
I would.
Well, you can see how fast things can change. Even if you don't want them to. You can spend your whole life thinking that certain specific, almost non-tangible things will never happen. The next thing you know, you're staring at the aftermath. Don't think that you are above that. Because it don't change. It'll sneak up on you and bite you in your ass and you're all lurking around corners, watching your shadow.
Is that how I meant? I'm not gonna kill for no reason. That's what I mean.
You're always going to be good.
Is that how you judge whether someone is good or not? Whether they kill indiscriminately?
No, you're good.
I'm fine. And I'll linger around being fine. And I don't need to be good because good people die.
Oh yeah. What made you decide?
My mama. She was good.
Well, I'll tell you. Bad men die more. Because bad men like your former Clark Mass look at their feet. And I'll tell you, you'll grow bad, and you'll grow bitter, and you'll wither away in angry dust until you find a reason to be good. Or at least be fine. If that's the level you strive for.
Well, why'd you give me Clark's gun?
A bad man's tools don't make him bad. It's how he applies himself to them. Make it right. Prove it's not tools. And I'd be devastated to be proved wrong, so if that is the case, then let it manifest away from me.
Where did Clark get this gun?
How's his days?
What do you do?
That is where bad men live. It's the gears of generation being hatred of others and themselves.
What did he do?
Hurt him and leave him.
Leave him.
He died. He died! And his last words by Clark's account were, "Don't you feel that? I feel bad, and I like it." That one the damage was done. Clark was bad, and he was rotten, and he stayed rotten up until the moment you and I just saw. What? And now what? Rotten and sinking right to the mud! Hey! Why don't you go to your room or outside? Play for a bit. The fella and I here just having a talk. Thank you. That is why I'm alive. To all time and nerve. I constantly circle back to being thankful for that. I pray within your life that you find something like that. If you want to prove yourself good, then there is room to prove it, absolutely. If I said, prove it all, within this, I find constantly a merciful peace. I stripped it all away. Room's naked.
What do you think they did with all Danner's things?
Sold his furniture. Burned everything else. Whatever was left over from that, we have. It smells like tobacco in here.
I never thought of Danner as a smoker.
I didn't either. Sometimes people at the end of the line don't know where else to turn. The vices grip tight on them, clasping them, nails sinking in. There is nowhere lower to sink while alive.
I'll make sure to avoid smoking.
You can see a little bit of our rig peeking over the bank building. Just a little bit of its peak.
Did Danner never travel?
I don't think so.
What did he do up here all day?
Wrote letters, wished, drank. I don't think on a day-to-day he had a very full schedule, but he convinced himself he did so that his sorrows that could be fixed by action would feel more justified.
You think they'll sell it?
I hope so.
So it's decided we're shutting the rig off.
I'm done with it. We've made our money here, and I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm done here. I thought about it a lot last night, and it hurts. We're leaving Taryn behind. I miss Florida.
Me too.
Pick up your head, Manchester. You're smudging the damn thing. You're gonna have to polish it again.
Giving you something to do.
I don't want to polish the bar anymore. I'm done with it. I want to sit here and do nothing, and nothing includes not wiping the grease off the bar. Understand?
You need a wife.
You need a wife. We'll get your sorry ass up off my bar every morning. I'm watching you descend even right now.
I'm still floating on just fine. No sinking. Sturdy ship.
Yeah, sturdy, I'm sure. Taking the waves real tough.
Sir, you misunderstand. People are allowed to be sad sometimes.
Yeah,
And with the sadness comes a vice.
and that's where you're wrong, son. That's why you need a wife.
Enough.
Oh, who's this?
What city am I in right now?
You be in Morrisville. Where are you headed from?
I'm on my way back from Louisiana.
Where in Louisiana?
Hartford,
Hartford. Where are you headed to?
Nevada. Golden Valley, Nevada.
Say, Valley? What are you at, Golden Valley?
I gotta tell some friends about a friend of ours passing away.
Do you know two people from Florida? A man and a woman.
Yeah, some oil riggers. They used to be ranchers.
Yeah, that's them. You know them.
Well, maybe not as well as my friend did, but yeah, I know. How the hell do you know?
Well, they passed through here a few months ago on the way for the first time to Golden Valley. They invited me to come out there and join them. Oh, they will.
Well, but from my understanding, it's been hard. My friend used to work for him, but he passed away.
How'd he pass?
Took his own life.
Is there anyone else out there, or was it just the three of them?
Oh, there was a third older land agent, but he was more hands-off. Are you invited to join them?
Yeah,
What the hell are you still doing here?
I got to get off. Way to the train station. There's a hand on my shoulder. It makes me feel anchored here.
What do you do instead?
What I can. What I can has reduced me to being full of regret. What was the man's name who died?
Clark Max.
Is he like me?
I don't know you.
Even just immediately.
No, you don't. He was older.
Get to the train station. There I have my ticket for. Just ready to take the train out to Nevada. Miss Turner, she sees me walking up to the platform. She stops me talking about some, where are you off to, Manchester? So I tell her, God bless her. She leans in real close. She tells me there ain't a damn thing in Nevada. Those two ranches, they'd be lucky if they made it into mine. I should be happy with what I got. So there I stood, between what I'm being told is sudden death and my city.
And you chose the city.
Here I lay my head on the bar and wish I'd gone out there.
And here he's rested his greasy head for months, waiting for life to strike back into him. I told him it's as easy as on a damn train.
What do you do for work out here in Manchester?
I'm a handyman. Do what people need me to do. Paint, carry, pack.
You've made a damn good rigsman.
Those are bricks.
Works the oil rig. It's what Clark was doing.
I can't do that.
You can. Hey y'all. My God. It's been a while. When did you get back from Golden Valley? Just about an hour ago. I figured I'd find the pair of you here. My God, is that Manchester from Morrisville? How the hell did this happen? I never thought I'd see the pair of you ever again. You and Clark's trip, that was supposed to be up weeks ago. What happened? Things got a little bit off track. We didn't know how to update you. Well, where's Clark?
Wow, there was no way I could stop it. It all happened so quickly. I saw his daughter.
Oh, God.
I saw her daddy die. And nothing quite prepares you for that.
No.
I'll go get Darren, yeah.
Darren's dead.
What?
Darren's dead. This state is dead. This city is dead.
Cecilia.
There is a ticking behind my eyes, in my brain, in my skull, a growing, thumping, rhythmic and painful. It grows when I think, it thumps louder. I can't hear anything else. My mama used to comb my hair after I played out in the dirt. Pick all the leaves out, make sure there was no bugs crawling around my head, keeping me pretty. And each day I would go back out and play. My hair would tangle, and each time she would comb my hair back straight. She'd whisper in my ear, "I love you, Vince." And I miss that little whisper more than I miss anything. One day, I'm sitting on what was my daddy's chair. The wind was blowing, and my mama had been out all day. I was home alone. And the wind howls past my ear, and just like my mama, I hear my daddy say, "I love you, Cecilia." And I was swinging around trying to find where my daddy was speaking to me from, but no matter where I looked, he wasn't there.
My mom come home, found me crying. I told her, I heard my daddy say he loved me. She told me she hears the same thing sometimes. She hears a call out to her from just beyond where she's able to see. She looks and looks, and he's not there. He ain't ever really gone, Cecilia. He never will be. You'll hear him around the rest of your life. And I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in the persistence of the spirit, even in times where there may not be a body for it to speak through. I hear my daddy because I love him. I suspect I'll be hearing my mama sometime soon. And hell, maybe one day we'll be hearing Clark and Darren just off on the horizon. I didn't love Clark. But you felt something within him, deep in your stomach. Well, and I suspect he'll be around. Sometimes you are surprised and disappointed by the beautiful people in this life. And you gotta live by the fact that you will always be bitterly unaware of intention and reality until you're laid next to it. I didn't know that Darren was a weak man until I hear he's hung himself, only made complete by finality. And we can judge. Until then, it's only convincing. Where did you go, Manchester? We waited for you.
I got held up.
By what?
By doubt.
By doubt? You got held up by doubt?
I don't have what the pair you have. I get uneasy and I stop, and that's how a lot of people are. And well, it brings me a lot of shame, but it also brings me a lot of what I would consider to be safety. I ask that bartender at Mooresville all the time, and I'm going to ask you now. Would you rather sleep every night with a clear mind, or would you rather lay awake with worry?
Those are two very, very different things.
For you, maybe, but Cecilia, that's just how it is for me. Well, it's very confusing for me, and I see it all right in front of us.
We don't. You think I don't find the world confusing? You think Randall doesn't find the world confusing?
It's not that you don't. It's that in the face of that, you navigate. You reach blind and find your grip.
Anyone can do that.
If you try. There's a difference between defeat and failure, but one leads to the other. And for most people, one's better than both. Most people, they're not weak. They're confused. I'm confused.
And how you feel right now?
I'm falling apart. Completely. I've never been in a battle before. But here I stand on the edge of the world before you two, the tail end of whatever the hell happened here. Now I won't try to pry or force some kind of understanding of what you two have been through, but this is a very daunting hill to stand before, no matter how strong you are. Does it have a name?
Does it have a name?
Yeah, it have a name. What do you call it?
It's an oil drill. That's it.
If we named it, we'd never turn it off.
So you don't love it?
We love that we have it. We love that we've had the opportunity to use it. But if we named it, it doesn't turn on. It dies.
Well, what are you going to do with it now?
I figure our time with it is up. We've made our money here. We're grateful to have had the opportunity for Nevada to dig us up from our coffins underneath the Florida floods.
We're feeling like we've lost a lot again.
So you've given up?
If I'd have ever given up at any point, we wouldn't be preparing to go back to Florida. Well, we've been at this the better part of a year, and from the day I pierced the earth and I prospered. I fight every day, and finally I've won. And for what? To lose the people around me? To end up back from where I started? I suppose that's what winning is. No end. Manchester, there is no end until there is nowhere lower to sink. Does that sound like Randall and I have given up?
No.
Ask them. I'm sure they're headed back to Reno, back to where they started from before all this mess. Not back to where I started. Change and hope.
That's not defeat.
And if you came here after all the effort and anguish you put yourself through to get here, and you returned home, would you consider yourself defeated or failed?
No.
Things pass, and you change accordingly. You get up, and you walk on. We know people that have failed and gave up, and I can't imagine anything we want or deserve less. I suppose that's Clark.
Clark's dead.
Well, and I suppose that's it. There goes the drill. You feel that?
Feel what?
That wetness in the air?
Yeah, suppose I feel it. Runs a little, don't it?
Well, that's because you're laid out, staring up at that Atlantic sun.
Well, I'm dressed head to toe.
And your clothes is eating up that sun and cooking you good.
You gonna be real tasty, Manchester. You best be careful you don't cook. We might eat you.
You would.
We would. Why waste a good meal if cooking?
Well, I taste gross. You ought to feed me to those gators in the marsh you warned me about. They'd enjoy it, the beast.
I bet you taste just fine.
Rotten.
I hope it rains tonight. I could wander out in it
How would you do that?
to get sick. Then you both have to care for me.
Sure, why would you say something like that?
That's what that kid from Reno did when they was with Clark's wife. Sat out in the rain and got sick.
And what good did that bring them? I mean, they were worried they were going to take their own life after that. What the hell are you thinking about that?
The peace.
Broken people. Peace. You have to give yourself time.
Susie, why don't we head inside? There's plenty to be happy about it. I know we's new out here, but why don't we rest a little more before jumping back in?
Yeah, we was a little ambitious getting started this quick. Thought it might help us to adjust.
Just need a bit more time to heal.
You guys head in. I'll meet you in a sec. God. Smell blood. Smell life. Blessed me. I'm home.
You listen good. I've been back in Nevada for about a month now. And I must admit, I picked up the poor habit of smoking. I know that I should know better than to smoke, but it reached a point back at my home with my father that it seemed like the right thing for me to do in order to relieve that intense, heavy feeling that wails behind me. I wonder if you peeled that sheet off the ground. I see Clark each puff of smoke that I expel as I drag my cigarette. Reno burns. I lay in bed and the heat curls my hair and scorches my skin, and at night I feel like I'm dying. I remember laying in the rain at your house, felt like I was bleeding. In the beginning it felt a bit more hopeless. So much to wish for, so little to do. I'm healing, slowly. Although I suspect this will take shape as a permanent wound. Best we can do is continue. The Floridians left. So did this fella I met in Texas. Back to being alone in Nevada. I've got the rig now, and the rock, and the land, but going down a breeding slower. Everything shifts slowly in front of me. My boss moved me to the time upon my request, and I've been looking to move into a city in the east. Although I suspect that's just a mental phase. I just pray that soon I'll wake up and move on. But for now it seems hard. Pray that you're well. Write back to the address on the back of the letter. Visit sometime. God, it really is a beautiful view.
Money's getting scarce.